Hi Virgos, Happy New Year to you guys. We're going to do an overall 2020 forecast today. So this may not be for everybody. Not everybody is into like yearly overview forecast readings, but I'm still going to do like the January reading. And of course, I'm going to continue that each and every month in 2020. So if that's more your style, if that's something you like better, then that will be up on my channel soon, or depending when you watch this, it might already be up, so have a look. Okay, Virgos, let's talk about this 2020. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the sirens are going off, you see? And that's a little 2020 for you guys. Okay, I did some meditation, I did some research, I channeled some information that I wrote down as well. So I have a lot of things I want to share with you guys. And of course, I will get to the cards as well. But I think, it's a little bit of both is needed in this reading. Anyway, like I said, sirens. it's just like sirens, you don't really see them coming. It's like it's just a regular Tuesday, 12:30, you just had some lunch, and all of a sudden there's some sirens. You don't know it was coming, but it's like, or you're on the road and you're driving and all of a sudden you see like the sirens coming and flashing by. I don't know if that's coming for you. I'm just saying, like an ambulance or something, and you just, you're on the road, but you have to get out of the way. And that's a little bit like this new year for you guys. It's about keeping yourself on your toes, basically staying aware, being open for anything that is out of the daily schedule, that's out of the ordinary. And so like taking adventures, or being asked to help in a certain type of project, or shift from one department to another. But then it's all about newness and a journey. That's not only when it comes to like money, but it's also when it comes to your family life as well. If you're connected to somebody, even in a committed relationship with somebody, you can expect some changes around the family. There might be a newborn, might be some pregnancies around you. It doesn't have to be between you and your partner, but could be like a sister or anything like that. Like there's just some changes to the dynamic of the family, like it's growing, it's expanding, basically is what I'm feeling. But that more likely will come around May for you guys. Okay, overall, like I said, major changes and opportunities are coming your way in 2020. So like keep your eyes open and be open and create a little bit space for spontaneous things to just come by, and like you want to take an adventure with. Overall, I see you guys making a lot of growth, a lot, because the growth is found with you guys in how you approach yourself, how you treat yourself, and your self-talk, basically. And with that, also how you treat and come forward towards others around you, basically. So self-criticism, that's not really going to help you out this year as much as you might have used it as sort of a comfort zone, earlier on. I think overall you're having a more softer approach towards yourself, because you're being open to new things. And when you're learning new things, you have to just try. You can always succeed with like the first try. I mean, if you do, it's beginner's luck, or it's just something you're naturally good at, or you remember something from like a past life, you already have those skills, but you never tried, so you didn't know that was one of your skills. It's about trying things in a different way, and also because you're being less hard on yourself and expect the best of yourself in your first try of things, it gets you more excited about it. It's like, I'm just gonna try this. Like, I don't know if I actually like it. I'm just gonna order something different, or I'm just going to try this type of exercisement, or try this new type of I don't know, maybe you want to try a vegan diet or something like that. That doesn't mean you're best vegan cook. The next day you try to start doing that, but it's exciting. You can learn new recipes, and that might not always go right in the first try, but it's in the trying, and it's about allowing yourself that space to just try and create and go on that adventure. That's really going to help you overall in all your aspects of your life. Okay, so it's really exciting. It's not like, oh, it's just going to be another year just like I'm used to, like, I don't know. No, you will do see some shifts and change when it comes to that. Also create, when it comes to your finances, because you might go out on certain adventures and stuff, create some of that finance, how do you put that? Something to fall back on, basically, on when it comes to your finance. Like, spare up some money, put some money aside, maybe like a small amount a month, stuff like that, to just have a little bit of that extra, a little bit of that security. So you also create for yourself that room, if that's something that you're capable of doing. Basically, it depends on where you're at right now when it comes to your finances and your career, of course. At one point in 2020, you start to, by doing all of those things, what I was just talking about allowing yourself to just try and, go with that and be spontaneous, you're going to awaken to a new sense of truth within yourself. And I felt that also a little bit for Sagittarius. And it is, maybe, you could be a Sagittarius moon or rising. They're asking you to dig into your uniqueness, like dig into it, like really embrace it, jump into it, like is something, Virgos, that makes you unique, that makes you you. Certain things, just no other sign can do it like a Virgo, it's just like that. And like, by digging into it, by really embracing it, by embodying it, by being it, by speaking it, by eating it, by sleeping it, like that, you'll find a sense of wisdom, and you also find the need to go outside yourself and share that with other people. And just because something is very logical for you and it's just something that you do naturally, doesn't mean that other people have that same natural skill, or they think that way just naturally by themselves. So it's like going outside of what you find as like the usual and the normal, and that's just, me, and that's my nature. It's like sharing that with other people, just making it work together, basically. And you learn a lot from teaching that, because you show patience with that teaching. So you also automatically be more patient and kindness towards yourself, because you're gonna need that if you want to go outside of your comfort zone, of outside of how you do things. It's like you gotta give yourself that space. That's what I'm getting really, really strongly for the two of you. Oh, for the two of you. Interesting. For you guys, I don't know. Is there two of you? Yeah. So for the two of you, sorry to get back into it. There is a lot of romantic energy in 2020, because there's a lot of fifth house energy for you guys. So yes, there's also adventurous and trying new things, but it also has a lot to do with romance, just doing romantic things. Maybe it's just all of a sudden you get like a feeling, I want to take that person out, wow, I can't speak, I'm sorry. You're just gonna feel it, and then you're gonna do it. It's like that spontaneous energy. Let it come and flow in when it comes to your romantic life. If you're not dating anybody, then that might be something that's gonna come towards you in this year, and you might be surprised by it, that it's actually a side of you haven't tapped into for quite some time, maybe ever since you were like 16 and had a little crush, but it's gonna be fun. Embark into it. Don't put yourself instantly down again, like, no, I gotta be serious, I gotta, because it's gonna bring you a lot more fun and just very a lot of memories to look back on. So try and collect as many beautiful, unique memories in the year of 2020, and that's by just trying new things and being open for whatever's coming your way. And that's an energy that's, the universe will really respond to this year for you guys. Also, come out of the closet if that is something you're wanting. Okay? That's not for all of you. Don't get offended. But if there's somebody right now and you're thinking about it, embrace, like I said, embrace you. Embrace it. And give yourself that time to do it. But try it. You know, come out of the closet. I'm just going to put it like that. And I mean, it's something that I had to do. So it's not something like I'm completely distant myself from, and I'm just going to tell you something that might be really hard for you. But it's about making yourself happy. And if that's something that really brings you that happiness, so you don't have to hide your true self and the way you were meant to be, then go out and do it. Make 2020 your year, okay? I just wanted to give that side note to somebody that might need it. And let's celebrate, okay? If you feel like you want to share your story with me, always feel free that. And that's for everybody. If you feel like, hey, I just want to write things off and I just want to share it with somebody, feel free to always use my email for anything, okay? Like, just send me your story. And I mean, I'm always here to just read or, you know, / listen to you. I'm like, just feel free to do that, okay? I just want to give that note. Okay, so overall, go beyond with the new energy. Go beyond yourself. It's like really go season for you guys, okay? It's like 2020 is go season. Go get them. Go get them, Virgos. Go get it. All right, let's, because I'm feeling that energy as well. Let's jump into the cards. Let's see what 2020 has for my Virgos. Yeah, you really are overcoming a sense of fear with being, letting go a little bit of the structure, of letting go of the perfectionisms. I don't want you to completely disconnect from yourself, Virgo. Like you should be yourself, you know, but then the real self, not the self that you created. So you, come forward the best way of all the other people's opinions and the way we should act and the way we should speak and talk, you know? It's like, no, be the real you, be your unique self and embrace it, you know? If you have a slight OCD thing and that actually is something that you can really help yourself and other people with, you see this 5 of Cups, you gotta let it go. See, this is where this one keeps coming back. That's why I'm shuffling like this right now. Then embrace it and be it and use it as if you're really good at, for example, like looking at smaller details, then go and find a career that is celebrated, that you're celebrated for that, you know, not criticized for. And don't criticize yourself either for being different. It's beautiful. Embody it. Beautiful. Look at that, Queen of Swords. She's going to tell us a little story, you see? She's at the beginning. It's like, okay, well, let me tell you. Let me serve you this tea. You know, let me tell you what happened, what's going to happen. She's going to tell us a little story, so let's see. It's really, this is also it, huh? It's like being open, you know, whoever wants to come and approach you, whoever wants to have a conversation, but if it come at you in a wrong way, if they want you to get off your throne or want to steal your shine or want to make you something or fit in a box where you just never meant to fit in, you know, then at least you have your sword, so you know how to protect yourself and know how to protect your uniqueness. Bum. That. She's like, I'm going to tell you a story about transformation and rebirth. See, that sun is coming up. It's go season. This is saying goodbye. Wow, that's a lot of cards, Virgo. Should we just do it? Why not? Magician. This is, you know, using all your life lessons, using the things that, you know, might have caused you pain or grief, and using it to strengthen you and it made you wiser, and it made you, it gave more meaning to life. Basically, you overcame that. It brought you strength. So using all those tools, all those things you've collected over the years as your powers, like that's actually my magic. That's what I'm hearing. Like I'm using my magic. See, releasing that energy. Four of Swords. Having moments where you rest, where you recharge your battery, where you heal from certain things, because there might be things that come towards you, you know, rushing back from the past. You have some emotional baggage that they want you to let go of, and pain. And I also feel like you felt that something happened that wasn't meant to happen, like it was supposed to go different, but it was supposed to be like that. Why isn't it like that? And then trusting that, no, actually in the end of the day, it probably was meant to go like this. Giving it meaning. Eight of Cups. You see, have some moments in this year where you have that stillness, where you can go within, you know, do your whole hermit self reflective energy and emerge in that and grow from that. You see, Judgment, and then she wanted to come back. Five of Cups, of course. Nine of Wands. There you go, Virgo. There you go. Probably Nine of Cups. Yes. Felt it already. Nine of Cups. Let me get one card. So you go from the 8 to the 9, and here we have the Knight of Pentacles, which came out in each and every 2020 reading I did so far. It's fascinating. Okay. Virgos. See, that's that new beginning. Okay. So, of course, if you start to, if I ask you to not think about a white horse, like don't think about a white horse right now. Like, do not think about a white horse. What is your mind doing right now? What is she doing? Exactly. Meaning that if you're trying to tell your mind, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, don't focus too much on the outcome. Don't put too much pressure. What you're going to do is focus on all of that. It's going to give it more energy. So, of course, you're going to get some resistance from your mind. Your mind is the last one to catch up. If you feel soul guided to do something, your heart is going to bump, you know, connect to that. It's like your body is like, okay, I think I want that. And then your mind is like, huh, what we're doing? I thought we were going left. I decided that was the best decision for all of us, you know, to go left. But your soul tells you to go the other direction, you know. So your mind's the last one to catch up. So, of course, reflect on things, but do it on a soul's level. You know, listen to your soul's guidance this year, because there's a lot of guidance around you from the universe, you know, that's waking you up to your uniqueness, being celebrated. Finally seeing the end of the tunnel with certain things and aspects. It's like Eight of Cups, making a decision to walk away from anything. It might be a person, but it could also be a way of speaking and treating yourself. Like, this is self-love 210, okay? No matter what, I need a break. Yeah, I know there's this and that. No, but I need to take a break. I need this day off. I just do. I can feel it. I just do. So I'm going to take it. That's like out of self-love. I mean, the world won't, you know. I mean, I'm still hearing those sirens. I don't know if you guys can still hear it. The world will still go around, you know. It's not the end of the world, I'm saying. By the way, I was at the end of the world. That's a place, you know. That's the end of the one part of the end of the world is in Portugal. It's beautiful. If you could ever go there, go there. It's stunning. Anyway, like I said, it's the end of the world. It's like, no, it's not the end of the world, because I've been there and that's really, really beautiful, you know. So even then, you don't have to fear. Anyway, let's continue with this reading. Releasing it. Turning your energy towards the positive. And I know that you're a little offensive about that at times. So just, you know, because yeah, you were hurt. Or things didn't work out the way you expect them to back in the days, you know, or maybe this year, like 2019. But you gotta have faith that it's all for your soul's growth. that you receive the things that actually do bring you satisfaction. I don't think all that pressure on yourself is actually bringing you satisfaction. Maybe OCD, if that's something you know, that is satisfied. It's like, oh, it's so peaceful, you know. But it's not where new things grow. So you're letting certain things come to an end in this year, and that's very powerful. You're making a space for the new. You make a space for feeling good. You make a space for connecting with people that are like, you know, connected to you on a soul's level. It's like, let's have a deep talk. Let's have, you know, bring some depth, bring some meaning to this conversation or to our relationship, basically. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles, a new foundation, and then the beautiful Ace of Wands. Transformation is that key word, Virgo. It really is like a powerful new beginning, feeling passionate, feeling excited. Like that's what 2020 is gonna do to you. You know, you're being very visionary. It's like, I can see beyond. There are actually more doors that I could open, you know. And if there's not a door, there probably will be a window, but I gotta go and look. You know, it's like that. And I feel you are starting to you know this road, you know this, you know what it feels like, you know what it looks like, you know how it feels, you know this. But at one point it's like, you know, you also gotta go and explore other things, other emotions, other feelings. So overall, great year when it comes to changes to your career front. Also how you show up in that, sharing your wisdom, making your uniqueness work for you instead of against you, embracing yourself, having something to really celebrate it, something you really were fearful of trying. You're trying it and it actually brings you so much happiness and satisfaction. So it's very powerful. It's just overall a really amazing and exciting year for you guys, Virgos. And I'm hoping that my moon energy also picks up on a little bit of that, because you know my moon is in Virgo. Here we have it. Focused intention. This is a card that also came out for Capricorns. Cancer memory. Here we go. Maybe it is my Gemini moon that gives me that great memory. Here we go. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and action focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Keep your unwavering thoughts, yes, feelings and action focused on your target, and you will make your mark. You will. Just focus. Focus on what you want to grow. Focus on put only energy into something that brings you that sense of fulfillment that you actually want to do. Not you don't want to like this year chase and completely burn yourself down, basically, like burn all your energy out for something you think you have to do, because then you have to do it. You know, you're doing it, you're burning all your energy, and then you're receiving it, but you're doing it because you thought you would have to do it, but you weren't even satisfied with the result. Do things because you feel you want to do it, you know, something that just gives you that sense of energy, that brings in that gets that wheel spinning for you guys. Take your breaks. Do, you know, keep it in balance as well. Find something that releases pressures, that releases stress for you. Do stuff where you're not that so critical of yourself, and practice that energy, basically, because then it's really going to come in for you. Also, what I got was, because I actually made a little drawing of it because I saw it. It's like a line from point A to B, and it used to be a triangle. It used to be A, a point, and then B, so a triangle, you see, like that. And now it goes from point A to B and back, point A to B, you know, A to B and back. It's like a direct connection And I don't know if that's something that means something to you, but it's like a straight line, you know, communicating with the person you actually have to communicate something about, not about first with the colleague and then the colleague's gonna tell, or vice versa, or, you know, having a third person in the relationship. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's just a straight up connection. You and you, or you and the person, you and your work, not the other road. I think a third person could also be, you know, that harshness that you used to have for yourself, towards yourself. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all. Of course, I'm gonna be back with the January reading that might already be on my channel now. I don't know when you're watching this, but I love you guys so much, and have an amazing New Year's Eve if you're watching this 2019, and otherwise have an amazing 2020. It's gonna be great. Get excited, and I love you guys. Be back soon. Bye. Bye, Virgos.